Today I'm watching Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask Part 2. I'm watching on a different platform than I was for the previous episode, so I apologize if the episode order is a little bit skewed. They, had a different order, but this new platform does have more episodes, so I'm excited to share those with you. I definitely remember, this show being on TV when I was younger, but I was way too scared to watch it, so I'm finally watching it now. I know there is some remakes or reboots of this show, which I haven't seen. I try and watch the original first before I watch anything newer. In the previous episode, we had Carly Beth buy this, Halloween mask. She's tired of being picked on. She wants to be the one scaring people, as she was the one always being scared. And, the episode ended with her, basically attacking her friend Sabrina because Sabrina was making fun of the mask and calling it disgusting and saying, take that thing off, basically. And I don't think Carly Beth would have acted that way. I feel like the mask is forcing her to act, out of her character, and her voice is different, and, she's just running around scaring people and wants to seek revenge on these two bullies from her school. So I'm curious to see where this is going to wrap up. We saw in the previous episode as well that the author mentioned this was, his favorite story. It's a Halloween episode, which I love. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. That evil laugh. Yeah, they're enjoying it way too much.
Trick or treat.
Oh, now that's what I call a scary mask.
What are you supposed to be, a giant hamster?
No.
Oh, poor kid. I thought she was a mouse. Oh.
Mask, hon. Don't be afraid.
You better watch what you say to me if you know it's good for you.
Oh my god. She's taking it too far. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, cut it out.
And if you don't stop talking, you'll get what's coming to you too.
Now she's threatening these people. Oh my gosh.
Brendan, I'm gonna call the police.
She's not really like that.
She's lost her mind. This thing is taken over 100%. She's possessed by this mask.
I don't even know. It's not me, Sabrina. It's the mask. The mask made me do it. The mask?
I knew it. Yeah, it's up to something.
Pitiful, scarable Carly Beth. Carly Beth, no! I'm sorry. Carly Beth!
And like the one night a year where spirits and stuff can transfer to the real world. Da 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 da. Why do they always go to the cemetery with the fog in the background? Oh my god, these two.
Hit almost every house in the neighborhood. Let's go in here. Really? Come on, it's Halloween.
All the more reason to not go in the cemetery at night. He's just on a rampage. He's smashing pumpkins, just heckling, recording just decorations.
"16 men, not a dead man."
Oh my gosh.
Treasure. Pirate's treasure.
Yeah.
This is great. Yeah.
Please tell me they're not using someone's tomb as a place to hold their Halloween candy. Oh god.
Wouldn't this be easier at your house?
Yeah, why are you using the cemeteries? Oh god, don't spit it on the ground. I'm curious if it was actually the actress wearing the mask, or if they got somebody else and she just did voiceover. Yeah, and the mask POV shots.
Hey, I think I hear something.
Yeah, right.
No, I mean it.
Yeah, you can see her behind them, running.
And
Poor Carly Beth didn't want to give up her head tonight, but I did it anyway.
So creepy with those super long teeth, yeah, and her voice.
Every time you made people laugh at her.
We were just goofing around.
we only did it because we liked her.
It's no excuse.
I knew they had a crush on her.
It's a break.
Yeah, really.
Apologize to her.
The mask. Oh.
I promise you wish you never met her.
Sorry, Carly Beth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry again.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it talks. What? What? That's terrifying. Oh my god. She's like, why is it alive? Oh my god, that plan backfired. Now he's just howling at the moon like a maniac in the cemetery. Oh my gosh. He said, can't forget my head. Gotta take that with me. She's burying it. Oh my god, I don't think that's gonna work. Cheese and rice. See you later, Carly Beth. Great evil sounds though. So just like cartwheels. Oh my gosh, this maniac is loose.
Sabrina,
I was looking everywhere for you. Where were you?
Oh, you know, burying my old head in the cemetery.
mask off. It's boiling inside.
Good idea.
What's the matter?
Ouch.
Yeah, I think it's stuck to her for good this time.
Well, come on.
Really? Can't get it off?
It's like it's stuck to my skin.
Yeah, we had that shot in the first episode. Oh god. She's like panicking, yeah, terrifying.
Please be very gentle. It really hurts. Maybe we can cut it off, like with scissors or a knife.
I think it's literally fused to her skin, and yeah, that's why it hurts.
Look. One more try and then we'll ask my mom to help cut it off.
Okay.
I think you're stuck with it, bud. I think that's what it looks like. Yeah, it's going way past where the mask would end now. Her whole body.
There's no line in between the mask and your skin. There's no place I can reach my hand in.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
And now you look like this forever and ever and ever.
His eyes. His eyes in the mirror. What about them? They're not my eyes, Sabrina. My eyes don't look like that.
Yeah, whose eyes are they? Dun 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 dun.
My eyes? Where am I?
You're scaring me.
I can imagine this would be terrifying if you saw this as a kid and you like wore, you know, masks a lot for Halloween that it would never come off. Oh my god. And you would look like that forever? Ah!
Be me, but I'm not. Come back. Please come back.
Yeah, now you've scared them again. Good job. That's what you wanted to do. But now you're gonna scare people forever.
I was expecting you.
Get it off me.
I know.
Okay.
Why not?
Because it is not a mask. It is a real face.
Oh god, whose face is it?
Deformity set in. Ugliness. Monstrosity.
Yeah, what happened to them? That's interesting.
I call them the unloved ones.
Oh, that's sad.
No! I want it off! I want it off now! Take it off me! I hate this face! I hate this face! I hate it!
Yeah, it's backfiring for sure.
It's your face now.
No!
That would be terrifying. I couldn't imagine. Oh my god. Yeah, the realization that this is what you look like now and you're gonna be scaring people for a long time.
With a symbol of love.
What does that mean? Well, I don't
It's
understand.
gonna be like a Beauty and the Beast situation, like with his true love.
But the faults were inside me. That's what infected the faces, turned them into monsters.
Oh my gosh, the insides became the outsides.
Like this one is turning now.
Oh, slowly decaying.
Or perhaps I should. So that you will appreciate who you are.
Yeah, that's interesting. His internal thoughts, like, affected his, you know, external appearance, obviously, and created these monsters.
You'll awaken them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're floating. Oh, my God.
What do they do?
Terrifying. I just like chanting her name. Oh my goodness, that's so creepy. Get out of there, kid! Now you've set them loose on the world. They just want love.
Stay. Please stay. Love us.
Oh my god. Back to the cemetery. She's gotta choose her real self again.
No!
One of us. Oh my god, it's like missing a piece of its skull even. Oh, they've got her surrounded. I think it worked. Oh, she can take it off now. She accepted herself. Oh.
Just a mask.
Get rid of that thing. Burn it or something, man. Don't take chances.
A symbol of love.
That's what he meant.
A symbol of love.
Yeah, she has to choose herself. This, like, self-love theme. I mean, I wouldn't just leave the mask in the cemetery. That seems risky for sure, but here we are.
I gotcha! Mom?
Yeah, pranks in this house are over.
Mask. Don't worry, I won't.
Two.
Trick or treat!
We just said don't put it on. That's why you get rid of it. Oh my gosh.
Now that wasn't too scary, was it? Let's ask my family. Mom? Dad?
Are these his real parents? So that was my first time watching Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask Part 2. I feel like it was a good continuation from the first episode. Sometimes when we have the two-part episodes, the first part seems kind of slow, and then they save everything for the second episode. I feel like the second episode was, just as good as the first, and we continued on with Carly Beth's story, and, she starts to notice the mask is making her behave certain ways, and, she's like, these aren't my eyes, and I can't even imagine how terrifying this would have been to watch, on Halloween as a kid, when this came out, to see, because those masks at Halloween are so popular, obviously, everybody, has one, and to think that the mask could somehow change your appearance permanently, and that it would take over, and that's what you would look like now, and this thing gets, stuck to her face, and her friend Sabrina's trying to take it off, and it becomes incredibly painful, because I'm pretty sure it would be like ripping off her own skin, and I thought it would have eventually taken over her arms or her legs or anything like that, but we just see it goes down where there would be, the line from the mask separating from her body, but that is not there. It's completely meshed into who she is, and it looked really cool. It looked really well done. The details of the mask I thought were amazing, and it literally looked like that was, a creature. It didn't look like a person wearing a mask. It looked like this is what this, creature would have looked like, which was terrifying. And, at first it's fun. She gets to run around scaring everybody, and we see her confront, the bullies in the cemetery, and, makes them basically apologize to the statue version of her, this mask version of her on the spike that she's carrying around, and they're terrified, and they don't even recognize her, obviously. I can't even imagine how scary that would have been for them to be confronted by this, monster mask in the cemetery, and they do figure out who she is, but still, she just basically says, you've been, making fun of me, and you've been, scaring me endlessly, and, it's time to apologize, basically, and they run off terrified, and she finally gets that apology, but I don't even know if she felt better after that. I feel like she was just so far into this revenge, it kind of blindsided her, and you have these, sound effects of her, doing cartwheels, and just this, evil maniacal laugh in the background, and cackling and running away, and just, doing all these, just very excited because she finally has, almost this freedom of being able to scare people, and feels like she's, taking some empower back, it's an empowering move to be this scary, which obviously backfires when she can't take the mask off, and the shop owner says I can't take it off for you. And it was interesting to learn more about the backstory of the masks, how they were created, the shop owner's backstory as well. And again, you could go deeper into it if you wanted to find out that the masks reflect, his feelings basically, and he was having these thoughts. And that's what created the distorted, look on the mask as they slowly got more and more grotesque as his, thoughts were matching it. And even him saying like, oh, you don't want to see what's on the inside, basically. And I thought that was really interesting, and how sometimes people can have thoughts, but we don't know that because they don't look like their thoughts would match. So to think that somebody who, like, there could be someone who's sad, but they're walking around smiling, but you don't know what they're really thinking on the inside. So to have that be reflected in this, and that it would affect your appearance, like he was obviously having some dark thoughts, and it was affecting the masks, I thought was interesting. And you could even see like he's got a little bit of scales on his cheek now, like it's happening again. And when we had the intro with the author, he said, the love of friends and family, but I think this felt more geared towards, self-love and appreciating herself and wanting to be herself and not wanting to be somebody else. Because when she, digs up the head, basically, she's like, I'm Carly, this is me, like I am her, and, showing everybody that this is who she wants to be and this is who she's picking. And then she could finally, free herself from this other mask. So again, there's lots of things you could probably deep dive into that if you wanted to. I don't know if it was meant to be something that deep, or if it was just meant to be, a surface level Halloween mask, but it is interesting, especially with shows meant for kids, if they're trying to convey, a deeper message, or if they're just, wanting to have a fun Halloween episode. And I think that's one of the benefits of watching it as an adult, is maybe you'd pick up on things that you wouldn't as a kid. I loved that floating heads looked terrifying, and, they follow her out of the shop and they're taunting her and calling her name and say, love us, love us. Like, they just want the acceptance. And clearly the theme of love and acceptance was a big part of the previous episode and this episode as well. As the heads are saying, love me, lovely, and Carly has to choose herself, and she has to, pick loving herself instead of pretending to be this mask and being scary all the time. And even when she goes up to that group of people and, they run away because they're terrified, and the effect of having the mask head of Carly talk and say like, please help me, like I feel like that was Carly, underneath the mask wanting to come out and her true self come back out, and she, the mouth moves. So that was really cool. And I really like the floating heads in the cemetery scene as they're all circling her, and just this like impending doom of, are the more masks going to attack her? What's that going to be like? She's obviously really struggling with the thought that she could look like this forever, and, starts crying when she sees herself in the mirror, because I think it's just what a terrible fate that would be to go through life, stuck in this mask. And again, there's probably lots of themes you can pull apart from that. I love that we picked up right on Halloween night. They're going out trick-or-treating, and, she starts threatening this family. Carly Beth is scaring this little girl, and it branched out from more from, like, revenge. And when she says, the mask is making her do things that she doesn't want to do, and, like, threatens the mom even, if she's, going to call the police, and just takes it to an extreme. Overall, I thought it was a good episode. I liked that the message was, self-love and accepting yourself and choosing to be yourself and not hide behind, a scary mask. And I like that we learned, backstory about the shop and the other masks, and that it took place on Halloween. And I thought we had some cool effects as well with the floating heads and the lips moving on the mask of herself and literally burying herself and then, taking it out of the ground and bringing it back to life and choosing to be that. And of course, we have the classic, Goosebumps twist at the end with the little brother putting the mask on. And again, we end with the author, saying, oh, was that scary enough for you? And then it cuts to, his parents' characters with their hair, standing up on end and just screaming like they don't even make a sound. It's just like an open mouth, terrified look. So I like that we bookended it with starting the episodes with him and ending it with him. That was a nice touch. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Why do they always go to the cemetery? He's just on a rampage. He's smashing pumpkins. So creepy with those like super long teeth. Oh, burying my old head in the cemetery. Yeah, whose eyes are they? I just like chanting her name. Oh my goodness, that's so creepy. I think it's literally fused to her skin, and yeah, that's why it hurts.